Hi, this is Cinema Siren for ArtInsightsMagazine.com and ArtInsights.com and a wealth of other places that you'll find us. And I'm Leslie, and I'm also Cinema Siren, and this is Christine, my trusty intern, who is now dubbed Geek Princess. Now she is here at Comic-Con for the first time. We're here to tell you all about what our experiences have been. I have been doing it for years and years. This is your first time. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we have experienced so far, and we also have a table full of things you would need if you were going to come to Comic-Con. So first we'll start with that. Your phone is the most important thing, because if you don't text each other, you will lose yourself. Now, were the crowds bigger than you expected them to be? I mean, because people try to explain to you what it's like to go to, we're talking about San Diego Comic-Con, which is the queen, the king, the Cadillac of Comic-Cons. And this is Comic Confidential, by the way.
I think on Wednesday, which was preview night, the crowds were smaller because fewer people go to that. So that was kind of what I expected, all the crowds to be like throughout Comic-Con. And then today, where it was actually, you know, most people actually had their tickets for today because this is when the panels all started. It was like twice as big.
And we had a panel, I have a panel, I'm a little bit of everything. I've been an exhibitor. I have panels. Every year we have a panel of some kind. This year I have two. I'm also press. And so I'm trying to do some of the things that people normally do just if they go to Comic-Con this year. So we had to prepare for our panel today. Our panel is legendary artists of classic 60s cartoons, which we did today and went very well. And then, so I was a little bit nervous, as I'm sure a lot of people are before their panels. And we also are subsisting on about 2 hours of sleep a night, which is the way most people who come to Comic-Con exist. That and whatever snacks we can. You do not want to go into Comic-Con without food, because you'll be eating pizza.
Or pretzels, or cookies.
Carbs, essentially. Okay, so what we have here is a panoply. Geek Princess, please talk a little bit about what you've learned that you absolutely, essentials of Comic-Con.
Okay, well, first and foremost, you need your badge. You can't get into the building without it.
Talk a little bit about when you got your professional.
Oh,
got
yeah.
Very geeky.
So there are like different kinds of badges. There's professional, and there's people who do the exhibitions. They have the exhibitor ones, and
they get in early.
Yeah, and then there are others that are just like, you know, Thursday pass or whatever. So when I saw that, I had a professional badge. That was really exciting. It has my name and professional, and really cool.
Okay. All right. So what else?
Okay. So then another important thing to have would be Band-Aids, which we learned very quickly because Leslie wore less than comfortable shoes, and luckily I had Band-Aids on hand because I was a Girl Scout, always prepared.
We were going to be whining and dining clients last night, so we needed to look good. So I didn't have my comfy shoes.
So those saved the day there. Also important to have is your sunscreen, because not so much on Wednesday, but today when we were waiting out in the lines, you are exposed to the sun for quite a while, and
although it's beautiful in San Diego.
It is beautiful. The weather is very nice, but you still don't want to, you know, get that UV ray stuff on you. And going with that is sunglasses. And like we were saying, you need snacks. So we have like protein bars. We also bring fruit with us. Just, you know, high energy stuff to keep you going and not make you feel sick or anything. Chargers, because you will run down your electronics, especially when you're trying to keep in touch with each other. Music devices or any kind of entertainment like books, so that when you are waiting in line, if you're around people you don't really want to talk to, you can keep yourself entertained. I mean, we were with very nice people today, though.
Meeting people online is really great.
Yeah.
They're generally very friendly here. Wine for after wherever it is you've gone, where you've gone. You might, if you're of the kind of person that has wine, yes, we've gotten a third of the way through Comic-Con. Water, essential. A change of t-shirt. And anything else? Let's see. Oh, a flashlight, because a lot of the time, like, we've already gotten up in the middle of the night to get to Ballroom 20, because what did we see today? Your
The
favorite show ever?
X-Files 20th anniversary special.
Which one? X-Files?
Yes.
X-Files, yes. So we had a flashlight. And,
Any kind of painkiller.
yes, because you'll be carrying things that are really heavy, and eventually it's going to wear on you.
Right.
And cards, because how many times have we exchanged cards so far since
Gosh,
you've been here?
like hundreds maybe.
Yes. Okay, so, and water.
Caffeine, energy assortment.
Lots of caffeine.
And try and get energy
That
drinks
doesn't
or
taste
shots
horrible.
that don't taste like vomit.
That didn't go well.
Because that,
She likes Monster.
I prefer, real.
So we have all of this, and a change T-shirt so that if you get funky because if you're outside and you get too
You
hot,
sweat.
yeah, you sweat. Yeah, you do. What were the highlights so far of being a newbie? What are the highlights of some of the things that you've done and seen so far?
Well, let's see. I got first of all getting my badge. That was really exciting.
Our panel.
Okay. I was trying to go chronologically, but yes, the panel was so exciting. We got to see Bob Singer, Art Leonardi, Willie Ito, and Iraj Karan, and they all worked on the cartoons that you grew up watching, like Scooby-Doo and the Flintstones and Pink Panther. It was surreal to.
And I was the moderator.
Yes, it was very good. We'll have that video posted later. That was really cool. And then, of course, seeing the X-Files because David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson and Chris Carter were there, and plus a whole bunch of the other writers. And
we slowly moved up from way in the back to three seats back.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And then we went out to eat with some clients, and you had...
Oh yes, I had the best meal of my life. And ice wine, which I never had before, and it's like God kissing your tongue, I don't know.
So, basically, so Comic-Con so far has been, basically it's all about the crowds, which you have to find as many ways of kind of finding downtime. There's some beautiful areas right behind the convention center that you can go and stand outside. On Saturdays during the convention, there's this gathering of steampunk, and they take a big bunch of pictures of steampunks, gorgeous costumes all together. So we'll try to catch that.
We already saw some of those, and they are very good.
And then what more are we doing between now and the end of the show? I have another panel. It's the Harry Potter fandom panel on Sunday. It's the very last panel of the entire show, and so far I think there's like 3,000 people that have signed up to go, but the room only has 600 or something, so that's going to be a little tragic for some people.
And we're going to be camping out overnight to
Yep.
get to
Which I've never done.
to get into the Saturday panels because there's in
Crazy.
Hall H, which is going to be
Stands for hell. Hell.
it's going to be very packed. So we want to get there early so that we can see everything on Saturday.
And
Visiting more of the shops.
yeah.
On the exhibition hall.
you're going to get a guitar that you bought for your dad, signed by Stanley and Todd McFarlane. And we have a little bit more art to buy and a few more artists to meet. We're going to go to DC and see some friends of mine. And that's, we'll keep you, we're going to come back around and tell you what else we've done after we've spent the night outside. That should be interesting. And so we hope you're enjoying our giving you an insider's look at what it's like to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Please enter your comments and questions, and we'll try to answer them when we do our next little discussion about the rest of our experience. And thanks for watching. And so this is Cinema Siren and
Geek Princess.
we will talk to you soon. And thanks for watching.